smokes and soul for your brain spot. Call them up, they deliver on the dot.
Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy Tuesday to you. Excited to be back with Jason Drum of Drum Landscape Supply. DrumLandscapeSupply.com, your local one-stop landscape shop. Jason, how was fishing last week? Did you catch the big kahuna, or how'd it go?
I caught a couple little fish. I caught one called sea robin, which was very interesting. It looked alien-like a little bit, but my kids brought in the bigger ones that we ate that night, so it was fun.
Not too bad. Yeah, great time to get away, great time to refresh, and I'm sure you probably kept tabs on the area while you were away. It's been hot, Jason. Yep. It's been pretty hot. How is the grass feeling? What do you think at this point? Do we have enough rain? Do we need more? What you think?
We've been getting a decent amount of rain, which is good. It's spotty though. So some places have been getting more, some places have been getting less. Here in my house in the northern part of Catawba County in Hickory, we've had pretty good rain. Unfortunately, the rain comes in the evenings, and with that evening rain, invites fungus into your fescue lawn. So we've been dealing with that a little bit. It's not something out of the ordinary. I mean, this is pretty much happens every year. But my lawn is pretty green without irrigation on it. It does have some fungus I need to treat in it right now. So we're getting there. But the good news is we're less than a month and a half away from the best seeding time of the year. So if your lawn is struggling a little bit, give it a little care, water in the morning if you can. But just know that just around the corner, you'll be able to get it nice and green again.
So it is your take. Watering in the morning is preferable over watering in the evening.
Definitely so. So what that does is that allows the grass to dry out, and it doesn't stay wet through the overnight hours. And that's really the evenings and overnight hours when the humidity's high. That is whenever it really invites more fungal growth into your lawn. The most common one for our turf type tall fescue lawns is brown patch, which 95% of the time, if you have a fungus issue, that's going to be it. So just keep that in mind. You look for circular spots anywhere from 6 inches in diameter up to 6 to 10 feet in diameter. Hopefully you'll get it before that. But also if you're out in the early morning, you can look for what's called the mycelium, which is what a mushroom would be to that type of fungus. But you don't see little mushrooms. You see almost like a webbing around the outside edges. And that's a definite sign of fungal growth in your yard.
Jason Drum Landscape Supply. Decades of experience here. I do see the note here on the website. So Saturdays at 1 p.m. is is that a new close time for you guys on Saturdays?
Well, we go 8 to 1 throughout most of the year. So in March and then July through December is 8 to 1. We do extend it to 8 to 2 April, May, and June, but we're back into the hotter months. So, hopefully everybody can get there in those 5 hours on Saturdays. But we are open every Saturday until Christmas, and then we close for 2 months there on Saturdays, so our employees can have some extra family time during that time and then get ramped up for spring again. So same thing we've been doing for the past 14 years now.
14 years, wow. A lot of experience. As Jason said, he knows the season. He can smell it in the air. We're getting close to seeding time, Jason. We're getting close to it. Anything we need to do as we get closer and prep? Or no, at this point, do we need to just let our lawn keep doing what it's doing until the time?
Well, it's a great time to get prepped for it, just as you mentioned there. So if you got weeds in your lawn, or if you've got crabgrass that's moving in, say you didn't get that pre-emergent application out there, now's the time to spray those selective herbicides on there. Some folks get Bermuda grass, commonly people call it wiregrass, in their lawns into their fescue, and they just can't stand it. Even though it is a superior grass this time of year, you can start to spray that out. And that's a little bit more complicated process. If you really want to get rid of it, if you want to knock it back, we can certainly help you with that too. But any of those questions, we're glad to help you out with over at Drum Landscape Supply. And, stop in, give us a call, or something that we've started doing a lot now is text messages through our office number. So You can send us a text message right to our office number. That's 704-253-7010. Send us pictures of your lawn, things you have questions about. We'll be glad to answer those for you.
It doesn't have to be complicated. You can go
Yeah.
and see Jason and his team in Statesville there, but they do deliver as well to all of Lake Norman. So be sure to ask about that.
Yeah.
Over 10,000 offerings, Jason. Are the Japanese maples still holding strong this time of year? Can they handle this kind of heat?
Most of them can. So I have several here at my house. The only ones that I've seen any struggle from are ones that are in containers. And when we had that, near 100-degree temperatures there, I don't think I got mine watered quite enough, so they browned out on the tips a little bit. But the plant's not dead if you see that. If you see browning throughout the entire plant, you might be concerned. But I've seen Japanese maples and several other trees that might brown out in the summer just from the heat. And then if you keep watering them, they'll put on a new flush of leaves before the fall. So, don't give up if your tree's showing a little bit of a crispiness on the outside of the leaves. Japanese maple, regular maple, oak tree, anything, recently planted. Just know that that's a little bit of heat stress on there. Tree should be fine just to continue to water it on a regular basis. And, watering in the ground, likely not every day, is more like 2 to 3 times a week. But in containers, they probably do need to be watered every day if they're in a sunny area, especially.
I got a situation in my lawn, Jason. I got a mature tree, been there 15, 20 years. For whatever reason this year, it's confused. It started changing like it's the fall already, like red leaves, yellow leaves. Is that a heat thing, or I got like a fungi going on or something on this thing I need to treat? What's your hot take on it?
It could be quite a few different things. It could be something in the soil that you're not seeing that could be causing that, but it probably has to do with environmental. Probably not a bug, and likely not a fungus for that. It could be lack of water, a little bit more water than it's used to. There's a lot of variety of things there, and it's not too early to start seeing a little bit of fall color from some stress. It wouldn't be the natural time for fall color, but plants get stressed out. They don't know what to do. Like I say, they're kind of freaking out a little bit. But as long as it's still got leaves on it, as long as you don't see branches dying out, then you should be good to go. Because it's not much longer until these leaves will start to turn.
It's wild to think that we're already getting closer and
My
closer
goodness,
to fall.
yeah.
Summertime's coming.
Especially when it was
to an
100
end.
degrees yesterday. Hard to think the fall is around the corner.
Yeah.
Do the plants look at it like a tiered system? Because like we say the heat index of 100, right? Is there because we're in the zones, right? So I'm wondering how all the zones play into the agriculture zones and all that kind of stuff. So what are we rated for to handle? Have we been in the good zone this entire summer? Would you say?
Yeah, I mean we're pretty normal. We've had a few more hot days than we've had in the past few years, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. I'm ready for some cooler temperatures myself, but this is the late July. It's getting ready to be August, the dog days of summer. So I don't feel like we're out of the ordinary. We're right pretty much on track for rainfall. Temperatures are pretty close there. But just like you and me, the plants are feeling the effects of summer. So they're probably ready for fall as well.
I'm seeing a lot of people still doing a lot of stonework around the area. I feel like, Jason, a lot of new additions being done in the yard, a lot of new hangout spaces, because fall is just as great a time to hang out outside, if not more enjoyable for folks, to be honest with you. What's the stonework like at Drum Landscape Supply and at the yard? You guys still full and ready for people to come pick some up?
Yeah, we've got a great selection right now, and this year we've had more stone sales than I think we've ever had before. People wanting to get outside, enjoy a nice new patio or retaining wall, or something something decorative for their lawn. Because natural stone, it's a lot more inviting, especially in my opinion. But a lot of folks might say that it's more inviting than having concrete pavers or a concrete wall, things like that. Just makes you feel like you're being a part of nature a little bit more there. But yeah, this has been a big year for flagstone sales and decorative gravel, river rock and things like that is something we've been selling more of this year than we had in the past. And and we're always working. You know, those 10,000 items you're talking about. That's my daily job, is making sure that those stay in stock and we keep that rotation going. And you know, we have all those items, but we also have custom items. If you need a certain size stone for a fireplace or a hearth stone, that's, you know, you're building something like that, or if you need a cap for a wall, those are things that we can order pretty regularly. So I have an order in with stone quarries out in Tennessee all the time. So that's something we add on there, and usually can have in about 3 to 4 weeks.
Jason Drum Landscape Supply, a true professional team that
Absolutely.
wants to help you succeed in your landscaping adventures. DrumLandscapeSupply.com, your local one-stop landscape shop. Jason, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. Look forward to connecting with you again on Friday. As we get closer and closer to the fall, you need to get prepared for seeding, because it's going to be that time soon. And Jason's premium turf blend is definitely what you want. Jason, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good to see you, sir.
All right, great to see y'all again. Hope everybody has a great week.
Absolutely.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. We'll chat with Jason again on Friday. Good morning, fam. Looking forward to connect with him toward the end of the week, because, you know, on the weekend is when I get out there and I cut the lawn and I make sure I just sit down, put the chair right on the street, and just kind of stare at it. I can look across at the plantings and everything enjoyable. Coming up next hour, looking forward to, don't forget, the Cue to Call, Luke Combs tickets. You got your chance to win North Carolina Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony going down. Melting Pot. You like that fondue? You can enjoy that. Zane Smith, NASCAR driver. We're going to chat with him, too.
Every town, they got your back. Marksville, Metropolis, more than that. Experience hands, make your dream complete. From Landscape Supply, your garden suite.